This guy counted out every single bone, right? 50% of the bones in your body, and he's picking and choosing. He knows every single one of them. He's picking and choosing which bone he's going to break up until he hits 50% of your bones. That's crazy. After 11 years, I finally read Tokyo Ghoul, and it was mid.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
This shit was peak. For those of you that don't know, Tokyo Ghoul is a Japanese dark fantasy manga series written and illustrated by Sui Ishida. I've been waiting to read this one for a long time, and I just caught up with Kingdom, so I was like, you know what, let's just read it. I already know I'm going to binge it. I binged it in like 3 days. That's how good it was. I just started Re, but I wanted to do this Tokyo Ghoul video before Re, so I can, after I finish Re, I can come back and be like, oh, okay. That's what I want to see. I'm curious because the ending of Tokyo Ghoul, at first, I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't like it, but the ending is growing on me, especially since I just started Re. I think the main reason why I kind of had mixed feelings about the ending of Tokyo Ghoul is because we were just starting to get so much about lore that was being only talked about for the entirety of the series, really. Things like the king, the one-eyed ghoul, the owl, who is actually the owl, and figuring out that that was the Anteku owner's son, and that the guy that owned Anteku is actually a. Okay, God, wait. Hopefully, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Anteku, I don't know how to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. The cafe. The owner of that is written so well. The way that the mangaka starts off with us not really knowing anything about the owner, but we know he's a ghoul, obviously, but why does he act the way he does? That he's one of my favorite characters too, just written so well. But I honestly think, not trying to be, generic, but bro, Ken Kaneki is my favorite out of the series, man. It's just not really close. I actually really liked Amon. I wish we could have gotten more out of him, but it was all pretty complete from his character, pretty much up to the point to where he died. Um, his character was also very good. Kaneki had just gotten really tortured by the Jason guy, and then he actually ended up destroying him, and we got to see how much that whole interaction changed him as a character. The things I dislike most, it was the ending, right? When it ended, there's still so much that we don't know about the Algiri tree and the Algiri group. Same thing with the One-Eyed King. I'm gonna assume, now I haven't read Re, I'm gonna assume that the owl, the girl that came out of the owl, that is um the Anteku owner's daughter, I'm going to assume that's the One-Eyed King. But I don't know because they kept on showing the One-Eyed King as some guy with like a skull mask and like that. But I figured that was just a type of, oh, that's what everyone thinks he looks like, but that's not actually what he looks like. That's how I saw that as. Yeah, I kind of feel like, wait, it just feels like everything with Algiri is just so open ended, like we didn't really get to see a conclusion to this stuff. But I'm hoping that Re clears up all this stuff and we get a proper ending to the story from Re. I hope, because that was my main thing I was upset with. But other than that, everything else is really good. I love the characters in this series, bro. Now, it does tend to do the classic enemy turns to friend, foe turns to friend, where they'll fight against the ghoul early on, and then it turns out that that ghoul ends up being a friend, which I'm not against that idea. It's just the fact that if you can tell that it's happening during the fight or during the confrontation, you can kind of tell that, okay, there's not really any stakes here, because I can pretty much sense that this guy's going to become a good guy later on. So I doesn't really feel like there's that many stakes going on right now. Like there's not that many stakes being fought over. Like I don't think characters are going to die to this guy, because I think he's going to be a friend later on. He's going to become an ally. But I still enjoy it. It's something I still enjoy to read because it gives me a sense of comfort, and it allows me to actually enjoy parts of the story that I might not enjoy as much, just because I don't have to worry about the risk and the stakes. And it works well in Tokyo Ghoul because even when you have those moments where there's not that many stakes at the beginning, once you get to other parts, hey, there are risks. There are 100% risk. So it definitely makes up for any that wasn't felt before. With Jason, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I did not think Kaneki was going to go through that shit. I thought that Kaneki was going to at least get rescued before that shit went down. No. Kaneki went through all of it, had that flip switch inside of him, like, okay, I'm changing right here. I'm going to be different after this. I'm going through so much pain. My mental can't sustain it, and I've realized that this is why I need to change, because I can't keep on having this happen to me. And especially if my friends are going to die because of this, my friends are still dying even before, so I have to make a change if I want to protect the people I want. And that part with Jason was truly, I think, my favorite part, just because of how much change. And that's the thing too. The change wasn't like Kaneki becomes evil. It's not like, oh, he goes from good to bad type of thing. Like Aaron starts off as a good but like gritty, edgy teenager. Oh, I'm gonna kill them all, and he turns towards the end of the story. He still wants to kill them all, but he doesn't really care. He cares about his friends. He says he's doing it for his friends, but there's like two sides of the coin. You could say you're doing it for your friends and kill everyone else. You can also say you're doing it for your friends and not kill everyone else and try to make peace. And that's honestly how I feel with Kaneki. I feel like Kaneki's more of that type. He's willing to kill, and he won't bat an eye at it. We've seen that. He was wiping people off the map like crazy. That's It's crazy, but it's good, bro. It's well written, because we can see that Kaneki has clearly lost a essential part of his mind that he needs to be who he used to be. He lost that part and he changed, but he still has that. He still has the ability to hold back a little bit. We see later on he loses that ability to hold back, but I think that's great foreshadowing, and that's great how his character is slowly and slowly losing more and more of his mind until he actually snaps towards the end. And it's really good. I honestly, people do say that this manga is peak, and I was like, okay, that's why I'm gonna wait to read it, because I want to be able to binge it. I don't want to have anything else on my mind while I'm reading it. And the ideology and the themes, the themes are very special. Obviously, between the humans and the ghouls, and well, shouldn't ghouls should still be allowed to live, right? I mean, it's not their fault that they're born a ghoul. Like, they don't have a choice. They have to eat meat. That's like saying, if imagine if humans had to eat meat, or if there was some species of humans that had to eat meat. Of course, normal humans would want to eradicate them because they're killing other people. But I mean, when you think about it, they are born that way. They can't help it. They literally don't have a choice. So I think it just comes down to one of those things where I can't really pick a side. Now, of course, I'm going to be biased towards the ghoul because I like the ghoul characters a lot. So, of course, I'm going to root for the ghouls. But if it were something to happen in real life, it would be hard, because you can't just take out a race. I mean, that's how they're born. I give it a read. I heard the anime. This is what I heard. Okay, I heard the anime is not that good. I heard the anime is kind of bad. But you guys should definitely give it a chance. It's very good. It's not that long. It's only 140, 150 chapters. I was able to binge it in a couple of days. Very good. After I do I'm gonna do a video. So if there's like anything that y'all absolutely hated that I said, there's a chance it might change in because it gets, wrap some things up, get some loose ends closed, see how things go with And I did hear that is better than Tokyo Ghoul, but I also saw that it's rated lower on Mal. But from what I've heard from the people I know, is better. But yeah. If you guys made it through that, thank you for watching. This is going to be my first video I post. So if you want to see the one, please subscribe. I'm also a fan of Kingdom, One Piece, mangas like that. If you guys are also into that, I'll probably be covering content on that too. All right, thanks guys. Peace out. Hey guys, Nate here. Sorry about the editing towards the later half. I've been really busy with the start of the semester, so haven't had that much time and effort to put into it, but I have finished already, and tomorrow I'm gonna record the video and start editing it, and hopefully I can get it out faster than this one. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.